China is set to unveil a new generation of even more advanced hypersonic anti-ship missiles, which could overwhelm current defenses and force the US to prepare for a day when it could lose a carrier. Future warfare in the Indo-Pacific is shaping up to be a missile fight. US aircraft carriers could be destroyed before they launch fighter jets, and their escort vessels would also be in danger. Does this mean the Chinese have the upper hand in denying access to sea lanes and reducing the efficacy of maritime patrols by the US Navy in East Asia? It certainly looks that way, particularly with anti-ship missiles like China's DF-21D carrier killer. This missile has worried American admirals, sea power strategists, and members of Congress for years. What if the US Navy's surface fleet is becoming obsolete due to anti-ship missiles, especially those from China? Hypersonic weapons offer an evolution in the threat by giving missiles the ability to maneuver during mid-course flight, which makes them even more difficult to counter. This layered arsenal effectively strengthens China's anti-access area denial strategy, complicating US and allied intervention plans in scenarios ranging from Taiwan to the South China Sea. The new weapons also carry the possibility of nuclear payload integration, with analysts warning that hypersonic delivery platforms could become part of China's broader deterrence doctrine. China's achievements in hypersonic technology have been built on years of intensive research and testing. The record-breaking 600-second scramjet ground test in 2020 marked a defining moment, surpassing US benchmarks and demonstrating China's progress in propulsion and material science. In January 2025, Chinese scientists also conducted tests on a hypersonic air-to-air missile in extreme thermal environments using advanced arc-heated wind tunnel facilities. These efforts illustrate the breadth of China's hypersonic development, which spans air-to-air combat, land attack systems, and now, sea-launched anti-ship capabilities. The China Airborne Missile Academy in Luoyang continues to serve as a hub of innovation, driving progress in propulsion, aerodynamic control, and material resilience. PLA testing facilities such as the Taiyuan Satellite Launch Center have been operating at a tempo unmatched globally, with China reportedly conducting more missile tests annually than any other nation combined. The introduction of these new systems comes amid a rapidly intensifying hypersonic arms race that now includes the United States, Russia, India, and potentially Japan. China has unveiled a next-generation hypersonic cruise missile, a weapon that underscores its intent to dominate future warfare and adds yet another layer of complexity to the global hypersonic arms race. The announcement has come at a time of heightened military competition across the Indo-Pacific, and it is already being described as a turning point in the evolving contest between China, the United States, and their allies. Unlike ballistic missiles, which follow predictable trajectories, hypersonic cruise missiles combine sustained Mach 5+ speeds with mid-course maneuverability, rendering them almost impossible to counter with existing missile defenses. The latest system is reported to be powered by a scramjet propulsion engine, a technology that enables long-duration hypersonic flight while allowing the missile to maneuver at high speeds and low altitudes. Early assessments suggest it could be a derivative of the Xingkong 2 hypersonic vehicle or an advanced variant of the YJ-21, both of which have undergone extensive PLA testing. The missile was showcased in conjunction with the upcoming Victory Day parade in Beijing commemorating the 80th anniversary of Japan's defeat in World War II in Beijing. It is capable of being launched from multiple platforms, including the Type 055 Renhai-class destroyers and H-6K strategic bombers, offering operational flexibility across maritime and continental strike missions. With a cruise speed of Mach 6 and a terminal acceleration to Mach 10, the missile poses a critical threat to U.S. carrier strike groups and fortified bases in the Western Pacific. In addition to unveiling its new hypersonic cruise missile, Beijing has revealed a new family of ship-launched hypersonic and supersonic anti-ship missiles designed for vertical launch system VLS integration. Among them is the YJ-19, an air-breathing scramjet-powered hypersonic anti-ship cruise missile, representing China's first operational deployment of such a capability at sea. The YJ-20 is described as a hypersonic anti-ship ballistic missile, capable of delivering precision strikes against large surface combatants while maneuvering in flight to evade interception. The YJ-15, a ramjet-powered supersonic missile, offers China a more cost-effective option for high-speed maritime strike missions at Mach 4 speeds. The most disruptive of the new systems, the YJ-17, is a hypersonic glide vehicle configured for anti-ship operations, designed to achieve hypersonic velocities while performing evasive maneuvers during terminal approach. All 4 missiles are designed for launch from VLS cells, enabling them to be deployed aboard PLA Navy destroyers, cruisers, and potentially future Chinese aircraft carriers. These new systems mark the first time China has deployed ship-launched hypersonic anti-ship cruise missiles, cementing its position as a leader in maritime strike technology. Together with the newly unveiled hypersonic cruise missile, they represent a layered offensive arsenal designed to overwhelm adversary naval defenses through speed, maneuverability, and multi-axis attack profiles. The combination of hypersonic cruise missiles and ship-based hypersonic strike systems has profoundly shifted the balance of naval power in the Indo-Pacific. For the U.S. Navy, the most immediate concern is the survivability of carrier strike groups, which have traditionally served as the centerpiece of American power projection. The PLA Navy's Type 055 destroyers, already armed with long-range surface-to-air and anti-ship missiles, now gain the ability to fire hypersonic weapons directly from their VLS cells, significantly amplifying their lethality. U.S. missile defense systems such as Aegis and THAAD, while formidable against ballistic threats, remain ill-suited to track and intercept maneuvering hypersonic targets approaching at Mach 8 to 10. Beijing's unveiling of a new Mach 10 hypersonic cruise missile and the first ship-launched YJ-19, YJ-20, YJ-15, and YJ-17 systems signals a dramatic escalation in naval strike capability and intensifies the Indo-Pacific arms race. For the first time, the PLA Navy now possesses operational hypersonic anti-ship cruise missiles, a capability that could redefine the future of maritime conflict. The integration of these weapons into China's fleet shifts the regional balance of power, challenging U.S. maritime dominance and complicating the strategies of all Indo-Pacific nations.